So it's story time inside Stuff from the Cuffs, and we're going to be talking about how we met. Now, for those who
She have me up at 3 o'clock in the morning again.
it's not 3 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, 2:16. Listen, this is the most opportune time to do the videos because the girls are asleep. So we have to make use of the time because during the day, maybe we should do some day vlogs when they're running around and let our subscribers in on all
And yeah, this is how, again, this
all the
is,
craziness.
yeah, I'm going to put in a
that
video of
takes
how
place.
hair so look normally before we clean it up for the video.
Yeah. Yeah, so today we're talking about how we met. Yeah. How did you meet?
No Basillia, look to me. No Basillia, look to me.
Oh, no.
So, how we met?
Hold on. Cut. Me do what?
The record speaks for itself.
What record?
The record. Alright guys, so back in 2009, I started working at Love
never
101 FM. No, man, I this start from 2008.
No.
Yep,
January
December.
2009. No.
Oh no, January.
See, I'll
2008, I was at Cable News and Sports, right? I did 6
I
months
know.
at Cable News and Sports, and I transitioned to Love FM in January. And I did a nice tenure there. A nice, how long?
7 years.
No, before you come.
Almost a year.
Yes, I was quite happy for almost a year. And I was enjoying myself, working
Hold on, where's
well,
this story going?
rising up the ranks, and just being a good news reporter, because that's how I started out, just as a news reporter. And I was, learning the trade and becoming really good at my career. And then, which month was it?
You remember by yourself. Not telling nothing.
Tell the people then, man, on me.
November.
November 2009 was when it was, I remember the day like it was yesterday. I heard that somebody named Basillia was coming by, and the name hit a chord because I remember when I was younger that I used to try and call small people
So you have
with
me up.
anticholine.
Hold on. So you have me up for your young?
And
No, sir.
I didn't have you up, but
You
I
did
just,
have me up.
I just remember that this person was always on the phone, guys. Always on the phone. She and her friend them, and them always 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 6-way.
What that have to do with
And
what they
me,
have to do with
little
you?
Brian from Spanish Town, big up all the Spain Town, massive, couldn't get through because of Basillia from Lionel Town.
Babe, I never knew why you couldn't get through. You never had enough faith and tenacity.
The girl said faith and tenacity.
Hey, you know how much faith walk to get through? Like, me used to dial the number and just imagine and believe say it's that
but
ring.
you also had a strategy where you'd a call from 2 o'clock. Program start 4
I
o'clock.
lie, no,
And she a
babe,
call from
no.
2 o'clock.
It's lie.
And mother a call from 2 o'clock and wait till she reach home from school and keep the phone
lie.
on hold.
Babe, no, go so. We could never call from 2 o'clock.
Me
Small people
exaggerate a
was
little.
4 o'clock.
Me exaggerate a little. But you had strategies.
We had strategies which the strategy that worked was to just keep calling. You probably try 2 times and I get through and give up.
Anyway, me try a whole heap of time. Uncle Sammy try. Uncle Sammy could have on the phone for me. Uncle Sammy call. He call. I try get me
You
get through.
still so hurt.
And I one day get time I get through to small people. Dr. Brian, them time them want to be doctor. Auntie Colleen talked to me and asked me if I want to be doctor. And we spoke for a while. Never get through again.
That wasn't my fault. It's never me one used
How much
to call.
time you get through? How much time you get through?
Continue the story.
She can't even remember.
Continue the story.
F.I.R.E. show.
Continue the story.
So much so that she's the last reigning small people champion.
From 1998.
98. But yeah, back to the story. So when I heard that she was coming, all of that came back to me. And I was like,
You know, if you have up people so long.
I don't have up. It just come back to me remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, let me see who this person is. But the way how everybody did go on in shall come from ancillary staff to news report, the newsroom,
Yeah, so on
to
bitter,
all the announcers, to the chefs. Everybody was like, Basillia is here, Basillia is here, Basillia is here. So me I say I could have so me say alright, when she come, me I gonna make sure you know say she no more than me. So when she
but
come
nobody
in,
never tell you something more than
when
you.
she guys,
It's all in your head, you know.
anybody know Basillia, this is exactly,
it's
she's always been the same way. She
it's
consistent.
all in your head.
You see, just like how she would say, hi guys, welcome to our channel. Same so she stayed. Basillia fly come around in the newsroom and we just see she come in. Hello! I'm saying, boy, Kuyato. She know me. She know me. She come around there like she know me.
I was just being nice. I'm
say,
always nice.
I just go so. Hi. And go back to my work. Let me see if I can do it again. Me go. Afternoon. And me could have see say she had be like, I want to him.
I mean, say, it's a red boy, yeah.
Look for red. Look how, guys, look at my complexion to her. But anyway.
This is just house color.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that what is a same when I said to myself, oh, what is a red boy, yeah? Because of how he was behaving. Like, paid me no mind at all. I'm like, whatever. Continued along my day. And then he found out, well, not found out, because it wasn't a surprise that I would be working directly under him.
Nobody can cross it. Darling, ooh, understand it. Cross it.
What?
Bruh.
Directly under me.
At Love of him.
But anyway, continue.
He was my supervisor at the time.
Not immediately at the time. I was.
Yes.
Kalisha left?
Yeah, it was because Kalisha left that I came.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was my supervisor at the time. So for the first couple weeks, Brian was the most sticking thorn in my side.
I was all about the work, and it should always be about the work.
And
Come on and look sweet.
no, I was not. And he was very, I think, disrespectful and dismissive of my presence.
Yes, I was never disrespectful. That's not a part of me. But dismissive, yes.
Disrespectful in terms of I'm there trying to call to everybody and you were like...
So dismissive. I wasn't the most receptive person.
Okay, dismissive, not disrespectful, because that's not a part of his character. But he was very...
They might come out.
Like, I don't know if people have these...
Backtrack.
What?
The first time I met you just stopped by.
Yeah, I had just stopped by after internship.
Okay,
yes.
right.
Right. Just to say hi, but you still never really pay me much mind.
Right. That partner's changed. That's true.
So anyway, I started working in... Where I come? I started working in November of 2009. And, you know, for the first couple weeks that we worked together, he was so dismissive, and I mean, it annoyed me to the core. Like, I'm trying to work with you, brother. So, make it go on. So, I mean, he was very dismissive and abrupt, and I couldn't understand it, to be honest. I couldn't understand it. And so, I never really liked him to begin with, because his attitude just never right. It just didn't never right. All because him have me up, because him couldn't get through past small people. Seriously.
I just thought that she would think that she was larger than life, and she was the Noel Jones would say, the dogs bow wow and the cats meow.
Meow.
Eventually, over time, you know, I realized that I was being a bit harsh or hard on her.
You think?
And this country girl come a town needed somebody in her corner. You know, she had family and she had close friends, but they too were from Lionel Town. So I decided, you know, every now and then when she need to find somewhere or to get to know the place, then would I show her around town. I mean, granted, I come from Spanish Town, but, you know, decided to show her around Kingston based on what I had learned. And a friendship began. friendship began. Fast forward a little, and here we are today.
A little, like over 10 years later. But he keeps on saying that.
And she looked me, she looked me. I remember I was at church. One Sunday, worshiping, praising the Lord, so focused on the Lord. Let me hear the saints say hallelujah. Yeah, and me just see her car drive up, and she and Simona walk come out of the car. And me I be like, okay. She was looking at a place to worship.
I was just looking at a place to worship.
And she left from Kingston. You know what church she passed from Kingston, come and Spanish out?
Yeah, but we know you at that church. So we decided that we're going to just come and surprise you. It wasn't just me alone, it was me and Simone.
Yeah. At one point she did think that me and Simone are talking, Simone, big up yourself. Yeah.
Right. So he keeps on saying that I looked him. I never looked him.
Ask her about the toothbrush.
Yeah, but as me never look you, I just made my intentions clear.
There's this poem on YouTube. I'm going to drop a little bit of it where the guy spoke about how it all began with a toothbrush. After we watched it at work together, she carried one toothbrush, come put it on my desk. Look, she looked me.
No, I never saw it go.
She believes that, when you see what you want and it's of good caliber, go forth and get it. Not true? You don't believe that?
Well, apparently it worked. What the poem was saying that when
boss, just sit down and get looked.
Stop. So the poem said that the way how you know when a woman is serious is if she comes over and the first hint, to know if she's serious.
For that person was
a toothbrush. She left her toothbrush there overnight or whenever. So when my kind of start, liking man, so.
What did you see in me that you liked?
And after I watched the video, I just went and I bought a nice, pretty pink toothbrush and I went and I put it on his desk and I went home. My color.
I don't remember nothing about the toothbrush. I just remember when she put it down.
Right.
It started with a toothbrush. I thought we were just friends. But something told me I should have known she was trying to move in.
What you like about me?
What I liked about you? At the time when I started liking you.
So like no more. Like no more. Give me back my ring.
Okay.
Give me back my ring.
You mean the other part where you lost? You want to tell them about that part?
I'll be editing that.
So what I liked about him, I liked the fact that he was very spiritual and connected to God. I loved that. I loved the fact that he was much taller than me because I am sound like the girls I'm waking up, or one of them waking up, because I am
5'5".
$4,500.
That's your word.
Are you gonna edit that?
No.
So 5'4",
5'5".
5'3", 5'5".
She barely know.
5'5".
Barely make it in a 5 bracket.
5'5". So I've always said that I wanted somebody who's taller than me. And then, he fit that bracket too. And then
tall, brown and handsome. Continue.
I liked that he was a poet. Well, he still is. I used to always sit down and read.
Words. The boss got words.
And always read his
Roses
poems.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Basillia, my boo.
I used to always read his poems on Facebook at the time. That's when he had another page called Brian Resonance Maurice.
Why?
Right. So I used to read his poems and imagine that he was writing one for me. And look at God.
Guys, Brian Resonance Maurice. I want to hear Keisha send me a message and at me. And maybe like that page.
Keisha is one of our friends from Love Event.
Trust me. When we actually started talking and we were keeping it under the wraps,
which we did for 4 years,
I would always
by the
comment
way.
on her stuff as Brian Resonance Maurice.
So that people would know it was him. If I ever have a picture of flowers,
Yeah, I never posted a picture of my
sunset
face on
and
that profile. Yeah. So, and then if like when we're all together and we take picture with hands together, we just have a picture of two hands, and you have no clue
Yeah.
whose hands they are.
Yeah, so because it was, we kind of found love in the workplace, so we had to keep it under wraps, which we did for 4 years until we actually got engaged, and only a few people knew, and they were like our friends outside of work who we actually told.
Well, I'll
But-
tell them why we kept it quiet. No,
But-
we never hide and do
No,
nothing.
we weren't hiding and doing anything, but we had to keep it quiet for several reasons. One, he was my supervisor, and we had to ensure that it couldn't be said that, Basillia is getting any kind of preference because she and Brian are together. We just wanted to maintain a certain level of professionalism, which we did. And our boss, commended us for that, and others after they actually found out that we were together and were together for so long. And two, because, we've seen with other people where the personal relationship kind of spill over into the work environment, and we didn't want that. So we were very, 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 strict when it came on to separating the two, which was very hard too. But we did our best to maintain that kind of professionalism. And by virtue of that, Brian was very hard on me at work.
So it started out rough,
Extra.
and it got worse.
Yes, extra. Rough and extra. And
Extra?
yeah, you're extra.
Extra
You
rough,
never,
she mean?
you're yes, no fun. Yeah, extra rough. That's what I meant.
No, you make it sound like man extra.
No, that's not the same.
Oh.
Yes, extra rough. And I was like, seriously, you don't have to behave so. I know you're trying to ensure that you maintain the lines of professionalism and, not show me no preference, but lad, you never have your galang so. Yeah, he was very hard on me. So when him leave work and him go home, nobody message me, don't call me,
When she
don't
begs.
text my phone, and he's like,
She like
babe,
her feelings.
he's like, babe, remember, we have to separate. I said, no, I need nothing. I need nothing.
She a move like she want all chummy up at work and want eat lunch same time and all of them something there. Maybe like, no, you go for your hour and I'll take the shift after. Yeah.
It's not only that, but even when it came on to decision making too, you always rule against me.
Without bias.
You were biasly hard towards me. But anyway, it was becoming harder and harder to be together.
And another reason before she go on is as apostolics, we sort of had different backgrounds, and as it relates to whole boyfriend girlfriend thing, it's not something that we practice because of various things. One of the reasons being, we don't play around and date and cause a cycle of hurting hearts or whatever afterwards. We try to be more decisive in our relationships so that it's marriage is always the end result. So that was something for me and her. We were serious about that. So we weren't about playing the field and
and testing the waters.
testing the
kinda.
waters.
Well, for me, I knew 6 months after meeting him that he was my husband. Yeah, 6 months. This was even before we got together. So I was there scrolling through the pictures until I came upon a picture of me and him at Devon House, and my brother Brent had taken the picture probably like 2 or 3 weeks before that. And when I looked at the picture, I looked in the background of the picture and I saw a huge green light, and apparently we were standing close to a traffic light and it was on green, and I could clearly hear the Lord say, that's my answer. I was like, oh, Lord. This was 6 months after meeting him, and we weren't together or anything, and I never told him because for me, if the Lord is going to reveal it to me, then he'll definitely reveal it to Brian in his own time. And two, I never wanted to tell him and for him to feel any kind of pressure and feel like, boy, she get her confirmation, so it looked like me need to act or move. No, I wasn't about that life. I was very confident in the fact that the Lord would have revealed it to him as well. And we got together like probably 3 or 4 months after. And then we got married 4 years later. And I never told him about my confirmation throughout all the courting process, even, got engaged. I never told him. I actually told him 1 year after we got married that I got my confirmation from 6 months after I met him. So, yeah. Somebody kind of always didn't know. Said he was feminine. Yeah? Yeah, so I knew.
And for me, one of the reasons why I delayed, apart from getting the sign from God, because I got the sign, I knew that she was gonna be my wife, and she complimented me. She fit like a well fit glove on my hand. She made me laugh again because I lost my laughter for a while because of some things in my life. She made me receive because I'm a giver. Like, we give. And she was this person be like, no, let me do something in your life. So she wasn't even about what she could get from me. It's what she gave to me and what she brought to my life. And she's still doing that now, husband day and all these things. But that's for another day. So yeah, it was really my mother not being well. And I remember getting the confirmation at work one Sunday after finishing the news. That I wait and I watch Tyler Perry, Madea gets that job, or Madea goes to jail, I think it was. And she was speaking to a particular person in it. And everything she said was about me and how I felt regarding my mother's situation. And big man started bawling in the newsroom. Yeah, like she said, Madea said, you're being selfish. And she said, no, but I'm staying with my mother. How is that selfish? And I said the same thing. My brother gone a foreign and my father is overseas and my mother is not well. So she needs me. I'm not being selfish. And she said, yeah. If your mother was 100% fully healthy, fully jovial as she is, same thing with my mother, what would she want for you? And she said, she would want the best for me. And him say, well, Madea said,
yeah, Madea.
That's exactly the point. Your mother wants you to be happy. She wouldn't want you to hold your life or put your life on hold for her well-being while you're not being happy. Start bawling in the newsroom.
Thank you, Madea.
Start bawling in the newsroom. And, we just start put things into motion from that. And I saw a meme recently that says that good, strong relationships are often those that started off on a bad front, on a bad foot, or a bad note. Good, strong relationships are often those that started off on a bad front, on a bad foot, or a bad note. and it's sort of true for us. When I saw it, I was like, when we met, you would have never ever known, would I even sit down in the same space.
Because she itch up on me.
Because she itch up on me now. All these are itch up on me everywhere I go.
Your mind,
So yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that,
and I mean, it's not like even she was like the best girl around. I mean, like, there were so many to choose from, right?
Oh, what is? I didn't even know what I was going to say.
But yeah, well, while she gathers her
right,
thought,
I was gonna say that after we dated for 4 years, there was literally nothing else to do.
We had to transition to the next level.
Yeah, we had to transition.
Only thing we weren't doing was doing
the do, right? Yeah. And I was saying, we've been to almost every restaurant in Kingston. We watch every movie. I mean, the only other natural step.
We were bestest of friends.
Yeah, would have
we
been.
were there for each other during rough times.
Yeah.
We spoke about everything and anything. But our Christian values really held out.
Yeah.
And that's the next thing we went to talk about, being virgins till we got married. How hard it was.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and how some persons ridiculed us. Yeah, but
whatever. Yeah, but after that 4 years, I just could not wait any longer. And literally, if he had not made up his mind then and there the Lord see and the Lord know. Me not just left him. No, I serious something because when me I do sit
She
down,
loves me too much.
when me I do sit down and wait for somebody after four whole years. And hold on now. Here the sweetest part. One night, me ask him, me say, all right, I know mommy is sick and all of that, but when do you see us, getting married, in the future? Hear this man to me, next 5 years.
I
This
remember.
this is after we already together for 4 years now. The man said the next 5 years. Hear me now, you alone now, Papa. Me not stop for 9 years with and nobody. None whatsoever.
She loved me that way, but it was
I
really,
wouldn't wait.
it was a twofold thing. It was a test, but it was also me just still not getting the go ahead and wondering when
test
mommy's
for
gonna
me?
get better. And
You were testing
also,
me?
And also,
You would have passed that. They tested with flying colors. Come here,
By
tell us
myself?
about my business. You're right.
it was also trying to see, in my head I couldn't see a future in terms of mommy getting better for now because it's been a while. And, when I said, maybe God need 5 years before he fix this. And maybe it won't be 5 years till I get this and get that and put things into motion. But at the end of the day, all the things that we wanted to put in motion happened right after we get engaged.
Yeah, when we got engaged, we had
Everything free up,
we had
money free up.
25,000 now when we got
Money free up,
engaged.
yeah. And we won't tell you how much we had after.
Yeah, but the wedding was covered. But
Yeah.
we had 25,000 dollars when we got engaged, and that we'd have saved that for about 4 years,
Yeah, guys, we don't want to know, like, some of the struggles, like, people thought we were rich and people used to come and tell me
And
they
that's
wish they
okay.
had our lives.
That's okay.
But we were just content. I
About-
mean, it was physically and financially rough, but we never miserable or whatever.
No, we were and still are happy.
And still are, and we still learn it, right? But yeah, the money came to do everything that we needed to do, right in time, and like even for the full year after we were married, for the full year after we were married, every month's grocery take care of, every month's bills take care of, and it wasn't us, it was favor of God. So we knew that God had blessed us and ordained us to be together, but that was just continued confirmation. Even to this very day, when we record this, somebody just see me and just give me something, so that's us.
Yeah, he says
We're the
we're not rich yet.
We're rich together. We're rich.
We are.
With our beautiful family,
Yeah.
with beautiful relationships.
Riches are measured in different ways, but for us, we are filthy rich.
Yeah.
Filthy rich when it comes on to
The love.
and
Care,
family and all of that.
And you guys in our lives, so big up on yourself.
Yeah. So that's basically how we met.
Yeah.
And oh God, we could tell you stories from now till next year, but that's for another time.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna probably do a vlog when we talk about being a man
Yes,
at my
you can do.
age, at the age that I was, and being a virgin,
Are you still a virgin?
3 o'clock in the morning, I can forgive her for asking a question. Cut.
Okay, guys, so that's it for stuff from the cuffs. Remember to like, say it no? Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And definitely we'll have another video soon. Bye.
But if I'm still a virgin.